Hey everyone, I wanted to do a video on changing the driver's side window regulator on a 2007 Saturn Sky because I ran into this issue and I thought it'd be very instructional for others who are in this situation. But the other day I was leaving my grandma's house and left the driveway and I tried to bring the window down, but it got stuck roughly 3/4 of the way up and wouldn't go further down. And so I pressed down on the window and I heard kind of a pop noise, and then it went all the way down, but it wouldn't come up. It'd come up about 2 inches and then get caught. And even with forcing it up, even though the switch was working, it wouldn't come up any further. So when I got home, I pulled off the panel and looked at it and looked like the window regulator was broken. So I ordered the part and then it finally came in. So today I'm gonna take everything apart and put it back on. And kind of walk through that step so that when you go through this process, you don't have to go through the hassle of researching as much as I did. So this is kind of what I've done so far as the car. This is the driver's side. What you first have to do is take off the door panel. This is a 2007 Saturn Sky. And so this panel was sitting like this, as well as this is where the door handle is. And so what you do first is, here underneath the door you've got these pops, so you just pull that up, and underneath there'll be 2 screws here and here that you have to undo. Those are the only 2 screws there. And then up by the door handle, this piece is kind of I'll show you on the actual car, but you have to kind of lift this up and pull it up, and that'll pull to show a screw underneath, and you have to undo that. The last screw is down by the side here, right there, and you undo that, and then you just lift the panel up. So this is what I've got so far. This is what I mean by the handle. So if you look underneath here, this pops right off, and there's a screw that goes it lines up right there, and that gets undone, and then this will come off. I left this on, but unfortunately what it looks like happened is this piece may have broken off of the door panel. So when I put it back together, I might have to find a way to fasten or glue it. After that, this is with the window regulator already off. What you'll see is there's 3 separate, like kind of, I think 10mm bolts that are go in. One's here, okay? One's down here, and then one's up here, okay? If you unscrew those, that'll lift the regulator off, and free it up. Additionally, there's this one that's a little bit difficult underneath here. So I undid the screw on the speaker here, and there's a little bit of a, if you look, there's a clamp here, and if you just release that, it'll free up this speaker so that you can pull it forwards, okay? And then that leaves this kind of rubber bolt that bolts underneath here, underneath. I tried to get at this with a 10mm bolt and couldn't get it off. But if you look at the regulator itself, you can actually just pry this up. So if you undo the 3 other bolts plus this one, it'll free it up entirely, okay? And then additionally, what you have to do is, where the motor sits, there's 3 bolts on that, which lie here, here, and here, okay? So you have to free those up, and then the motor sits behind on this back plate. And you have to, it'll free up that way. Okay, so first undo the motor, the screws for that. That'll free up that part of it. Make sure you unplug it. These are the plugs that go into the actual door panel for the switch, as well as the mirror switch. You undo those once the panel comes off, and then they kind of lead over here. And on the back portion, right here, there's a clip with a little blue piece that goes into the motor, so you have to undo that. So undo this motor part and the switches to the panel for the door, and that's everything that connects there. And then that's kind of all you need to do to free it up, okay? So this is the old regulator. So this is actually, if you have it in the door panel, it sits in this direction, so the black piece is facing you, okay? And then the motor sits directly underneath here and clamps into it. Now if you flip it over, this is the side that goes towards the door itself, and what you'll see happen with mine is this cable kind of runs through these pulleys. It's like kind of similar to bike cable, and for me, right here the cable broke and snapped. And so when it was trying to go up, it was just pulling this down and it couldn't go in all the way. And then if this is the piece that lies underneath the motor, it broke there as well. So it was basically just pulling on it and couldn't go any further. So that's why I couldn't even get the window up and elevated. So that's why it broke. That's the mechanism. The other part is, at least I've read online, sometimes this white piece can break on them, okay? But mine look like they're intact, so it didn't look like it's broken there, but unfortunately this had to be replaced. Now, one thing to mention on the old one is, because I pulled it out already, but the windows upstairs in my apartment, I'll show you what I did, but essentially these bolts here and these clamps, these rubber clamps, hold the window in. So there's two places, one there and then one here. What you do is just loosen this up, and then it'll open up this space so that you can pull out the window. And then just be careful, you pull it straight up. I did take off the weather stripping above it, just to kind of make sure it didn't have issues. That pops back in pretty easily. So here's the new regulator. So what you're actually going to do is keep the motor attached here, okay, and then disconnect these bolts here. This one, I don't see one, but I might have the old one that I might be able to use. Additionally, this is what I meant by the rubber piece that kind of goes into it. I'm going to pry this out so it frees it up so I can just put it on the old one, because I couldn't get at the bolt on the old one. So hopefully that just comes down on it and I'll be able to sit flush in place. All right, so what you do is this is hard with one hand, but you're going to put this part here into there, and this part in here. This part, so it's going to sit like that. And then what I have to do is essentially get this piece flush onto this. So I'll do that real quick. So it sits right onto there, okay? And then you have to line up the rest of the bolt. So I have all the bolts, they're not tightened up, but as you can see, here is one, here, and there. Those are the three for the regulator itself, and then right here, these are the two that were on the regulator, or the motor portion of it. And then this one's an old one. The regulator I got didn't have this, so I used the old one. So I'll tighten these down, and then we'll probably put in the window and see how this goes. So first, what you got to do is the cable has to go back into the motor. So this is the piece, and then there's this little kind of blue piece that slides onto that, and it goes right into the back of the motor, which is kind of down here. It's hard to show it on the video, but it's right there if you can see it. So I'll put that on. So that, let me see if you can see it. That's kind of what it looks like. So the blue piece snaps on the back of the cable, and then you clip it right in. What I'm gonna do is plug this in with the door panel like this, and then turn on the engine, and then check the window and kind of make sure it goes up and down. Okay, so it goes all the way up, all the way down, no issues. It's moving smoothly. So I feel comfortable that I can put the window in and then make sure it's working effectively. Okay, so now the window is in these rubber clamps on the front and the back. And so where I lined it up earlier, I'm just gonna slide this up. This is what I mean by marking it. You line it up there, okay? What you do is just tighten this and spin it, okay? All right, so I just kind of hand tighten it until it clasps in pretty well and it's not moving at all. I didn't want to over tighten and crack the window. So everything's tightened, and then we'll test it out. One sec. So it comes all the way up and then all the way down, which is perfect. So I'm gonna put the weather stripping back in. So the weather stripping, there's a felt side. All you have to do is essentially pop it back on here and align it so it sits like that, and push this down here, make sure it's set, and then it should be good to go. So as you can tell, the convertible top's all the way down. The window's a little bit misaligned where it's a little bit too forwards. I think what I have to do is just raise it up so it sits higher. So I should be able to adjust that by going in here and these allow you to adjust up and down. So I'll have to adjust that to get it up higher. Okay. So even with it all the way up, it still doesn't line up. So you can still tell it's not lined up. And so what I did was I looked at the old one. And so on the old one, this screw that attaches the window can slide up and down. So what I'm going to end up doing is loosening the window and attempt to slide the window up higher so that it aligns better. So this is now with it all the way back. It's a little bit too far, but the top is pretty good. I just have to slide it a little bit here to match up with this. And there we have it. I think it's lined up pretty good. So it like literally kind of hits it pretty solid. And the weather stripping is pretty good. So I think we're lined up where I'm at. So it's secure at this point. So now we just got to put everything back together. Next, you have to put the water shield back on. So that's what it looks like. So it literally is this sticky stuff that kind of sticks on. There's a couple areas where to line it up there and there, but that's all you got to do. So as I expected, kind of anticipated that the door handle part was going to be broken off, because I looked online and it sounded like this was actually like melted on. And so when I pulled off the panel, this came off because I didn't take out this screw initially when I was driving home. So what you have to do is you have to loosen up this part here. And that just pops out. It's like a bike cable. So, and then that'll free up the handle, and then I'll glue this back on the panel. So essentially what I did was applied Loctite to each of the areas where it fixed on the actual door panel, as well as on the handle. We'll slide that on and let it sit for 2 hours. Okay, so this is with it pretty much dry. I wasn't gonna push it too much longer. It might come off, but it's really easy to fix. But right now it's pretty secure. So I'm gonna put it back onto the door. So both the cable switches as well as the handle are in place. All you have to do is over here, slide this over where the locking mechanism is, and then you'll snap everything. So that's with the door in place, the panel. Okay, so next you're gonna pop these back into place here. Lastly, you just snap this piece back into place and then you're done. So that's everything that's involved. Sorry about creating such a long video, but my hope is that by watching that, at least you can see the steps, both taking it apart and putting it back together, and the kind of difficulty that I ran into. I've never done this before, so it was really me searching online on forums as well as on YouTube videos and things like that, and kind of putting it all together. And I didn't know if I would be able to put it together and kind of get it fixed or not, but ultimately it looks like it's working. Main points that I would say is kind of learning from this experience is, one, if you run into the issue where your window gets caught in that situation, don't push it down. I think that was the biggest mistake I made, because it ended up kind of forcing it down, so I couldn't get it back open and up. So when it rained all week long, I had to cover it and I couldn't get this done. So that was one aspect. Two, I would say, is take it apart first and see what's broken, because it could be the motor, it could be the switch, or it could be the regulator. And until you take it apart, you won't know what exactly you need to replace and which component of it is broken. So check that out first. Three is, when you're taking off the panel, do not pull. So I pulled on my way home initially and it snapped that handle piece off. And I think that's a mistake, and I'm worried that it might break, or that glue that I'd had might not hold over time. And then, so that's an issue. So I'd say unscrew everything first and then take everything off, but I made that mistake. And then lastly, four, again, with that handle, that aspect where the handle is, the pulley mechanism, don't break that black piece off when you unclasp it. The handle's a little bit loose right now in that, but I hope it'll stay with time. It might be something that could be fixed in the future though. So there you have it. Hopefully this window doesn't leak and it works out, but I hope that was useful. And comment if you have any questions. I could clarify if anything didn't make sense. Thanks.